Hi friends, Palmer here, and it's been a little while, hasn't it? Life has gotten kind of busy. I've been feeling that my ideas and wishes for this channel are in flux a little bit, and I just decided to take my time sorting things out. And one of the things I've been wanting to incorporate that I haven't yet is vlog style videos. So this is me dipping a toe into that. To set up this video properly, my youngest brother got married recently, but before he did, his now wife had a beautiful bridal shower in Princeton, New Jersey, her hometown, and I traveled there with my mom and aunts to attend. We had a lovely little weekend, so I wanted to show you a bit of what I did, a bit of the shower, so here we go. We stayed at the historic Nassau Hotel on Palmer Square, established in 1756, and inside that hotel is the Yankee Doodle tap room. It's where we headed for a beer right when we got in to greet my sister-in-law's family. Very cozy bar, clearly a lot of history, but the centerpiece of this space is the original mural by Norman Rockwell above the bar. The mural is called the Yankee Doodle. It was painted in 1931. They renovated the space a few years ago and had to be very careful working around the wall because it's a mural on the wall. It's not just like a painting hanging against the wall. I did find this picture pre-reno, and they made a real effort to reimagine the bar so the patrons can see the mural better, and I love that. I also found this great picture of Norman Rockwell working on the painting itself. There are apparently 19 people, 2 dogs, 1 pony, and 1 goose in the mural. Next morning, I went in search of some coffee, and I stumbled upon Sakrid Coffee. This black and white donut was so good, and this was a great coffee shop. Clean, minimalist aesthetic, sort of a perfect quiet space to read my Kindle and drink my coffee and sort of slide into the day. Princeton campus, unsurprisingly, forms the heart of this town, so if you're just popping around downtown, you walk adjacent to the campus a lot, and I was so struck by the architecture. This collegiate Gothic really makes a visual impact. It's so detailed, so impressive. We will return to that later. I was also very enchanted by this building. It's called Lower Pine, built in 1896, designed by an architect named Raleigh C. Gildersleeve, which sounds like the name of, like, the one North Carolinian student at Hogwarts. Like, he and Lucius shoot the shit about Duke v. Carolina games. A cardinal delivered his letter. He's telling everyone else in the common room that their barbecue sucks. Fuck Joe Rowling, by the way. Trans women are women. So these are built in the Tudor style to be dormitories, as I said, and they're Hamilton's jewelers today. I did want to point out the Latin here. It reads Dei sub numini viginet, under God's power she flourishes, which is the Princeton motto. While wandering around, I stumbled upon this Japanese deli, and it was my favorite find of the trip. It had everything you want in, like, a Japanese grocery. Like, of course, there's aisles of candy and haichu. There's also a ton of beauty. They had all of this stuff from Kiss Me, which is a brand I encountered a lot in Japan. It has that crying princess in their branding to display how, like, long-lasting their eyeliners and mascaras are. And then we found the face towel aisle. I have been super obsessed with strawberry everything for a minute, so I had to grab this. I did need new face towels, so great find. Also a great hair care selection, a lot from Tsubaki, with this very popular Japanese brand. I think it's gone a little viral lately. They also have these little hair waxes you can throw in your bag to, like, fix flyaways. Look how cute these are. I love the packaging. They just look so nice to hold and touch, like a little perfect river rock or something. And then, if you've watched my Confessions of a Nail Biter video, you'll know I'm keeping up a weekly ritual of caring for my nails, and I've been needing a dedicated nail brush. This one was so cute and pink. Some other highlights in here were the excellent beverage fridge with great selections and the fresh mochi. I cannot get fresh mochi where I live. I spent so long picking out a selection. Also, fresh onigiri that they serve in these little paper holder guys. I got a salmon onigiri, perfect, like, second breakfast, so satisfying. Headed back to the hotel to review my purchases. This great plum soda, royal milk tea. I love Japanese coffee drinks, but I can't do more than, like, 1 coffee a day, so I moved to tea. And then my green tea mochi. This was so delicious in Charlotte. Like, I can get shelf-stable mochi, but fresh mochi that needs to be refrigerated because it isn't full of preservatives is just, like, not available. And it makes such a difference. This was so soft and flavorful. I ranted about shelf-stable mochi in my Super Gmart video, but I'll say it again. These just, like, really can't compare. This was so good. And then here are my 2 little beauty purchases, my nail brush and my strawberry face towel. The face towel has a great amount of, like, scrub to it. I've been really enjoying both of these and using them a ton at home. Going in for a little extra caffeine bump before I get ready for the shower. Oh, so good, royal milk tea. And I don't know why, but the only part of my getting ready makeup that I filmed was me doing my eyebrows. So here that is. Then it was time for the shower, and the shower was held at the Palmer House on Princeton campus, another beautiful historic home built in the 1820s. So much gorgeous detail. I tried not to pull the camera out too much here, but I did want to especially get a shot of these cookies. The bride's aunt made these, and not only did she make so many, and they look incredible, but they were so delicious. We had a tray of these later we were just eating off of, and she's a wizard. I don't know what to tell you. So I just wanted to get a couple little shots of the vibes here without being too in people's faces, but I can be in my own face in the bathroom. So I just want to give you a little shot of my fit, little floral dress, my little pink jelly talfard, the Gibson girl bun. Highly recommend a Gibson girl bun if you have fine straight hair and traveled and forgot all your hair products, 'cause that's what happened to me. And then, of course, we did presents, followed by the bride's friend making her a cool hat out of all the bows, and she did an incredible job. Look how great this looks. This was probably the highlight of the shower. She got some great gifts too. I was the gift hander, so I couldn't film that part, but look how cute. Oh my goodness. And then here's the room. My mom and my aunts and I were kind of a small southern contingent amongst all these New Jersey ladies, and they could not have been more sweet and accommodating and welcoming. And look at my sweet new sister-in-law and Izzy, the hat artiste. This was just a super fun day. Next morning, we are popping awake. We are hydrating. And I can't be the only one that only watches trash TV in hotel rooms, but this is what I do. So here I am being completely hypnotized by Real Housewives of Atlanta while I work on my tarot and overhand shuffle. I think the thing about hotels is they often still have a cable adjacent model, so you just have to watch what's on. So the time I get up, it's either Real Housewives of Atlanta or Coco Melon. But also because it's that model, I feel less like I'm choosing, that's just what's on. The Menendez brothers used to own this wing restaurant, which is very timely and topical. This is an example of good marketing. I will not elaborate further. And we did some other things around town, but ultimately we returned to the Japanese grocery, and I got these candies on sale. I'm super glad we went back because I totally missed this wall of bath salts on my first visit. And I spent so long standing in front of this thing, picking up each one, trying to figure out what the aroma was, what I did end up taking some home. And from there, I just decided to do a little bit of a walkabout around Princeton campus. And I was thinking about kind of using this part to get into the architectural styles and the history. But I think instead of that, I just want to kind of talk about the fact that I think more people need to just wander when they travel and not, be safe, be aware of your surroundings, etc. But I don't know, as a tour guide in Charleston for a long time, I would see so many people that just kind of had planned out every single minute of their day. And I think all the most valuable moments and memorable moments I've had when I've been traveling have been just when I've been wandering and have stumbled upon something amazing that I never found in my research. Granted, I know that can be harder when you're traveling in a group versus solo travel, which is probably my favorite way to travel. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, if you're going somewhere you've never been before, schedule in some time to just wander around if it's a place where it's safe to do that. Because this was such a wonderful afternoon on my own, just ambling about, looking at the details here. I also feel seeing a place this way is just good for your brain in multiple ways. I think walking is the best exercise there is. It's my favorite exercise, and that's good for your brain. But also seeing a new place on your own and maybe seeing unexpected things, stumbling onto things, I think is great for your sense of creativity, for inspiration, for creative projects you might have down the line. But also, I feel this has got to be good for neuroplasticity. I've read things lately about it being very beneficial when you're older to learn a foreign language, because that's great for neuroplasticity and staving off Alzheimer's and dementia. I feel it should also be good for neuroplasticity to be in an unfamiliar space and, orient yourself in that space in an unstressful way where you're just, slowly getting to know your new surroundings, learning your new directions, your new streets. That's got to be good for your brain, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Anyway, back to Palmer Square we go, and I stumbled upon yet another shop, sensing a theme that I really enjoyed. I think I picked up and touched every single thing in the store. I was in here for so long. They had so many beautiful things in here, and I've been in the market for a mug, and I found this set designed by Masahiro Mori, famous Japanese designer, originally intended for use by the blind, with these different sort of tactile surfaces on each cup. I really thought about these. They were just too fragile. Like, they were porcelain. I don't think it would have been ideal for the temperature of drink I want, and that probably would have been crushed in my bag, but I loved looking at these and touching them. Here's the candies I got on sale at the Japanese grocery. These were okay. I could see why they're on sale. And then I flew back to Charlotte, and this is me documenting the state that my nail polish was in after the trip, which was pretty bad. I think I'm going to film my weekly little nail refresh ritual for you guys and post that before too long, so let me know if you're interested in that. But otherwise, yeah. That was my weekend in Princeton, you guys. Thanks for coming along with me. And I've got this little list here of sort of my highlights. If you want to take note and visit any of these spots yourself, if you have visited any of these, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you had a similar experience to me. And as usual, please engage with this video in some way, like, comment, or subscribe. It would help me out a lot, still trying to get this little fledgling channel off the ground. Let me know what you thought of this sort of vlog style content, and of course, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.